Ladies and gents, the Mustang is still alive. I've been driving it every other day. It's not pouring up here. It has been really rough. What I did was I completely redid my fuel lines. On the way here, I did not have long enough as I wanted to run the remote bleeder. So I ordered a full length single. I think this is like 3 pieces all the way down. I moved the mount. I put a nice rubber grommet there. I cleaned up quite a bit of the front end. A lot of my sensors for interesting things are right about here. And when I tore the car apart, I just removed all of it. So what I did, which I thought was a pretty good idea, I ran one of these guys, an 8x18, and I ran it all the way out here, and then it goes into the car, and the whole front of this goes to coolant pressure. It goes to pan evac pressure, or whatever you want to call it. It goes to down here, there's a turbo outlet temperature and pressure, like a Bosch T-map, and a ambient sensor that's like right here, so outside air. And then there's another solenoid under here for boost control. All of that is connected to this 8-pin DT. And what's nice is on the other side, it's that PVC jacketed safety boy stuff. Other thing I did was I ran a bunch of wiring. What I did was I pulled back the Holly harness, did a bunch of gobbledygook, and now I don't like it, but I didn't want to pull the intake because I want to put this on the dyno very soon. So I was just patching up some stuff that I wanted. I wanted the extra sensors. I have a back pressure sensor on the way. I put the one on my Fairmont, so got to get another for this one. What I did again was I ran a wire into the car, like an 8x18, and then I split up all my connections here, which is kind of neat if I can get it out of here. Anyway, I won't try pulling that one out. On the other side of this, I did a classic Andy Bryant thing here. Right there's the trunk. And then out of that, I have everything pre-wired. So that's for back pressure. This is for oil pressure. And then the fuel pressure one comes under, and it's there also. And then I have 2 spares packed under there for now. And I ran that all through a super clean guy also. Trying to clean up. I was almost embarrassed. It was so bad previously. Almost embarrassed. And I had changed and done so much, which is classic what I do. It's hard to keep it clean. I change it every time I get something. Ta-da! This, I sound like Mark Rober. Every time I say this, all I can think of is that clip of Mark Rober saying this about 45 times. Soup Design. They make this awesome panel, and I had early revisions of it to test, but this one is the final that you can buy on their website. I'll put a link, but Soup Design, you put battery in, you put a trigger and a ground. And they're these really super duper high quality Wagos. These are power on solid. So there's solid power to the battery. And then the ones with these little dots are key on. Here's the fuses from the bus. And then this is all grounds. Pretty neat, huh? And then what I had the idea for is I do so many stupid things that are sensors, and I have not enough forethought, or I wanted to add it for reasons unknown. What I did here was I took the ECU, sensor ground, and 5-volt. And then everything on, Devin would hate me, but I add and remove so much, this made much more sense. At least it's not the big, ugly, open strip. I'm sorry, Devin. So if you're running sensors, like mine are all consolidated 5-volt out to the connector, this is where it gets 5-volt, all the ones in here. Pretty nice. I am really liking that so far. And this, I cleaned up quite a bit of a gigantic mess that way. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Pretty sick. It just goes in there, right? Sweet. And then all the Dominator plugs are just there. You can pull the plugs out. New Edge Mustang, sick. TKX, nice shifter. This is a fake Bride boot. It has turned out really nice. I got my dial-a-boost right here. $2 stereo. Everything else is working pretty good. I just have to, I don't know if, I moved from a 410 to a 355 gear. And I wanted to go to a 373, but I bought brand new 373s. And they were used in the box at the time. My friend who was setting up the diff, he had 355s. So there's 355s in it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think they're going to be a little long. I kind of wanted to get the 410s because this is a 4.8 with a fairly top-end cam intake and turbos. But we'll see when we get there. I think, like, man, a 373 with this tire, and if it makes power around 8 or slightly above, it's going to go like 180 in fourth, which I guess is normal for C6s. So maybe I should be quiet. But yeah, everything else is doing good. Really good. Shouldn't so I can say that out loud. So that's where we are. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm hoping the next one is just making hits on the dyno. The weather has been awful. Yeah, I get like an hour, 30 minutes to drive it every now and then, but it has been doing fantastic. Again, let me know if you want to know anything. I thought about doing a soup to nuts, but I don't know if you guys will care. But it has been a long time. Let me know if I should just do like an entire refresher there to there and up there and down here.